vivid memories of all the things. So I don't know if it was a frustrating experience for Ed and Don because we couldn't have been that good. We sound good as the end result, but you know, we'd only been playing for 9 months at the most at that time. But I do remember there were some fun things that we did at the very end of Space Cadet there during the fade out. It's kind of like right after the solo, we had these toy ray guns that had these laser sounds, and we were using them in front of the microphone. And there was a little knob that you could turn and it would change the sound effects. And at one point, I had turned the knob and the noise, it synchronized with the snare fill. So it's like, and the laser just went right with the drum fill. It was like totally not planned, but it ended up being perfectly in time. And so that's this one thing that happens on the record that's completely by accident. But I remember in that moment thinking, how cool is that this little thing happened, and it would probably never ever happen again, but it was captured. And I remember thinking, I've seen this happen when my dad's been recording, where something amazing will happen and people will start laughing, and you'll have captured that, and then the spirit of that is in the recording. And I always loved that because it's, if you didn't have the ability to see, you would still feel everything about the music because you'd be hearing it and you'd feel like you're right there in that moment where something happens spontaneously. And that kind of feeling is so exciting, which was the single. And it was a tune that really, it came from, there were so many times when we were late to school growing up. My mom would be sitting and reading a magazine or something. We're like, we have to go, we're late. And she would just keep reading, or she would get up and she would put stuff in the dishwasher. We're like, we have to go to school. And we were late a lot because she just seemed to be disconnected to what was happening. So we started calling her a space cadet. And so the song had its connection to that idea, although the lyrics don't reflect that, except for there's one line about, I don't remember the lyrics, but there's one line about her reading her magazine. So that was very specific to that moment. But we had an opportunity to record a second song, which was a ridiculous song called Crunchy Water. So when you're 12 and you're thinking, well, I got to write another song, what should it be called? Crunchy Water. Okay, cool, let's do it. You know, and it was just, you write the lyrics in about 8.4 seconds, and it was just kind of a goofy song. And I don't even remember much about the process because it went so fast. We just put that one together really quickly. That one doesn't have a guitar solo on it, but the first song, My Mother's a Space Cadet, has a guitar solo that even Edward at the time, when he was talking about it, he was saying that I sounded a lot like him even at that time when I was only playing for 9 months. So the solo, if you listen to that, it's got quite a Van Halen kind of feel to it. But Edward also does play a couple of parts on the record. He plays the slide guitar intro.
Okay.
And he plays a little melody at the end after I play the solo.